This is the Business Value Exchange. I'm Helen Beckett, Community Manager, and very pleased to introduce you to Greg Smith, who is Technology Consulting Partner at Atos Consulting and was formerly CIO of Yodel, which is the parcel delivery company. Welcome, Greg.
Hello.
I know at Atos you've been doing some really interesting work looking at sports psychology on performance and particularly business performance. And we've seen some stunning wins in British cycling recently, of course, the Tour de France, which Chris Froome won. And I think a lot of this is down to the aggregation of marginal gain. And you believe this has some potential in business. Could you explain a little bit about the aggregation of marginal gain, how this works?
Yes, indeed. It's actually a really simple idea and one that probably has been around for quite some time. But what it really looks at is an approach that considers all of the factors that affect performance. It then looks to make changes across all and any of those factors, no matter how seemingly trivial. And then when aggregated, these marginal gains add up to a breakthrough in the overall performance. And really that is, in a nutshell, what has made British cycling so successful, and we believe can make businesses, in particular knowledge workers within business, substantially more productive.
And so do you think there's potential to apply this to, I know a lot of the research looks at how it affects individual performance. Is there any potential to apply this more broadly to businesses and business strategy?
I think there certainly is, and I think in many ways it has been applied to overall business strategy for 100 years. If we think back to Frederick Taylor and time and motion studies and what that's led to through lean manufacturing, Six Sigma, Kanban, all of those are effectively a marginal gains philosophy. Continuous improvement is very much about marginal gains. I think where we're seeing something that's innovative is the application of that thinking to knowledge workers. And as we know, knowledge workers make roughly half the workforce in the UK and significantly more than half of the overall wage bill. So unlocking the potential within the knowledge worker community around productivity is a massive upside for the UK economy. And we believe it actually leads to much more fulfilling and interesting work for the individual. So that's the basis of why we think this is something that everyone should take seriously.
So some really exciting potential in the realm of knowledge workers there, you're saying. And in the field of individuals, where clearly, in cycling it's applied to individual performance, what are the key aspects to look at there, do you think? Perhaps in maximising technology input for business performance, say?
Indeed. So we've modelled 8 dimensions that we look at in terms of identifying marginal gains, and those are a broad spectrum across behaviour, policy, custom and practice. But in terms of the technology dimension, it really focuses in on three main factors: information, collaboration, and communication. Now, communication is much more than the technology, but in this digital age, increasingly the quality of the technology drives the quality of the communication. So we tend to focus from a technology perspective on those 3 areas.
Many thanks for that sort of brief resume. I know there's a longer piece blog looking at that, which interested people can go and visit too. But thank you for outlining that for us today, Greg Smith of Atos Consulting. Thanks.
Thank you.